So I completed the 365-day photo challenge, and I'm going to tell you what I found out and go through some of the photos that I took. So I learned early on that there's a lot to learn about this type of stuff. There's a lot of things about Photoshop. There's a lot of things about photos. Every day, you deal with different things like creative block, and you want to create more. You want to create. You want to just be creative. So I bought my camera back in December 2015 on Christmas Eve. Started my 365-day challenge January 1st, and that was the perfect time. Everything went right. I got my camera pretty close to on. First things first, I started on manual. So this is the green screen setup. This was, I got a green screen when I was younger because I always wanted to do video and stuff. So I got this cool green screen, and then I tried some lights here, which didn't really work. It kind of looks really funny now that I look at it now. But this was, I think, one of the first photos. I don't think I put it on my on the album, but this was one of the first photos. And this was me messing around basically with the 18 to 55, and I thought I was so cool. I thought I was like the shit. I thought I was amazing for doing that. And you just have to figure out. So, I started on manual. I started manual focusing. I tried different settings and lightings. Lighting always changed, different times of day too. Sometimes I woke up really early for sunrise, and this was like every single day. So it's like you think of something new, you look at something new, you try something different. I really tried. Here I have the depth of field pretty low. This was one of the first photos too of my sweatshirt, and I thought it was the coolest thing just because the depth of field was so narrow. And I also did fire, things like fire, just all the stuff you would try and do. And this is when I thought I was cool with the big Tamron, or I think that's a Tamron telephoto. And that was a really bad lens, but it was a great practice lens for a telephoto lens. And I kind of got a feel for what I could take pictures of, and it was so much fun because I could take pictures of birds and stuff. But I literally went through different. I literally went through different weathers. I went through rain. I went through snow. I went through sunny days and the cold days. And this right here is one of the cold days when I think it first snowed, because you get those, you get all the snow on the trees, and then there's also this was a long exposure because it was at night, so you also got the car passing too, which is pretty cool. This was also another sunrise, pretty cool. I also learned a lot about composition. So as you can see here, we have the third here, and the trailing effect. I really fell in love with the trailing. And that's kind of where you learn. You look at images, like high professional images, and then you put them in your own work where you live, and you just start to realize that things are pretty cool. Oh, I did get unmotivated. You just gotta push through that as much as possible. I would actually recommend actually making a plan for those days of what you can shoot, but I just had a list. I remember having a list of different shots that I could take, different ideas I could do, different themes. Eventually, when I got to the end, I started doing themes of 4 to 5 photos, and I would just go on that theme. Usually it got worse in the winter too, when it got really cold, because you don't want to go outside. But I would explore literally everywhere, my park, local parks far away. I messed around with exposure. This one was a cool one. It was raining. It was super raining, like super hard, but I got these droplets right before they dropped, and this was a very fast shutter speed. And yeah, it's just, I love that photo. Even though it's not an amazing photo, it's just the time that I took that, it just, yeah. I also took photos of people. I started taking pictures of people. I bring it along with my bike, and this was a pretty good color edit. You have the cyans, and then you have the orange, perfect. I also started visiting the city too. Woke up, morning, stars, some color. This was mainly a color edit. There's not really a purpose in this one, but it was colors, more stars, Halloween. Tried some filters here. Snow. This was early January. Some light trails. The bus. This is when you're just like, what do I do? But it's kind of cool the composition where it's at. But I mean, I guess I could have done better. But it is what it is. I did learn from it, which is important. And then you have the snow, and then Milwaukee. I don't think that's from that 365 challenge. But in conclusion, I would recommend doing this if you want to get real creative and you want to push yourself. I started on manual, so I know it can be done. You just learn your settings, and there are some pretty great channels out there. I might be able to shout some people out, some big people out that really helped me out with doing that. But a great thing I learned is you do it until. And I don't have who said that, but somebody said that. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more up-to-date photos and like this video. And I will see you guys in the next video.